What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brand New Show. As you know, I am Brand New, and like always, all podcast platforms everywhere. Brand New Show. Social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. Brand New Show, and of course, YouTube channel Brand New Show. Hope you guys go subscribe, comment, like, do comment back. You guys enjoy this episode, man. This is the debate. Oh yeah, the debate, man. Now, I've done a couple debates, albums, artists, but never like this. Never like this. This debate is different. This debate is something that I've never done, but this will be the first, and hopefully, if y'all like this, plenty more. Because this debate is wrestler versus wrestler. I cannot prolong this anymore. It has to happen. Now, this is the first debate that I'm doing with this. I didn't know how I wanted to do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So usually my debates are six topics. I do it, do. But this debate tonight, and as I get more into it, um, I will, do more debates, maybe put a little bit more topics on it. But for tonight, it's going to be four topics. But this debate, wrestler versus wrestler, is one of the purest wrestlers in the history of wrestling versus probably the definition of sports entertainer that you've ever seen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, versus the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania, HBK, Shawn Michaels is on. Or is on. Or is on. It's on. Let's get it popping. Do this. Whoa, let's do this. All right. Whoa. I'm excited for this debate. I'm not gonna lie. You can clearly see. Because so because it was nervous. I was like, okay, how am I gonna do this? And the next debate I will do, hopefully I'm better at it. So tonight is the first one. Like I said, it's a smaller categories, and I'm not really doing too many. I could have went a lot of places, but this is it. So, Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Amazing chemistry in the ring when they have wrestled. Um, but for the most part, uh, two different contracting styles, but two of the greatest ever do it. So let's get into it. So like I said, it's four categories tonight, and these are the four categories. So I went with their first ever WWE Championship reign, who they beat particularly, the opponent that they beat for that title, and because I watched both matches, so clearly I know. Then I went with common opponent that they've had, the one common opponent that they have that I love, their matches that I love, their common opponent. Then I went with their signature finisher, the signature move. And then the last category is my favorite year. Like, what was my favorite year of that wrestler? So that's how I did. That's how I did this. So y'all ready? Cause I am. Let's get it. All right. First category. First title win. Now, Kurt Angle's first title win was against The Rock. It was against The Rock at No Mercy 2000. He beat The Rock for the WWE Championship in just 10 months into his WWE career. That's crazy. That's nuts. Um, an amazing match. Couple of interference. Triple H came down. Kurt Angle was being managed, I guess, by Stephanie, I think, at this time. Um, but Rikishi came out. It was crazy, man. It was a crazy match, but it was 2000s at its peak, pretty much. Let's put it like that. But this title match ends up being Kurt Angle, and he has the belt for a good bit. He has the belt for a good bit. Um, he has the belt for a good bit of time. They win it. He goes even into Armageddon. Like he went into Armageddon as the WWE champion, and he beat The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Rikishi, and Triple H. What? What? This man beat them. There is no man. No, 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 no. Now, of course, he dropped the belt before WrestleMania 17 to the person he beat, The Rock. But that is freaking nuts that he won a six-way Hell in a Cell match. Unreal. Unreal. Bret Hart. Bret Hart was the first person Shawn Michaels beat to be the WWE champion. And everybody knows that match because that match happened at WrestleMania 11. Wait, was it WrestleMania 11 or WrestleMania 12? Might have been WrestleMania 12 because he was supposed to fight Bret again at WrestleMania 13, and he didn't fight Bret at WrestleMania 13. So WrestleMania 12, Shawn beats Bret, and of course everybody knows in the famous Iron Man match. In 60-minute Iron Man match, it goes into sudden death goes into sudden death. Um, and Shawn picks up the sudden death pinfall, wins with the sweet chin music. Probably one of the greatest things. Also, the fact that he's flying through the air, fucking the gliding through the air. Yeah, that was that WrestleMania. But he wins the belt. He beats Bret. Now, of course, as it proceeds, he tells the world that he lost his smile. Shawn lost his smile, and he's going to drop the belt because he lost his smile. Really, what he really meant to say was, I don't want to fight Bret. Him and Bret really did have issues. We all know behind the scenes. They really, really, really did not like each other. So it's not that surprising. Uh, but Shawn's first title reign was cool. He had I think I think this is around the time that him and Mick Foley had the In Your House match. Yeah, like that shit was crazy. It, so yeah, but yeah. So who do I give it to? Going off of the match in the title reign afterwards, I'm giving it to Kurt. I'm giving it to Kurt. I think Kurt was that was better. Um, the second category, common opponent. Now, if you know anything about me, and I've done these two, both of these top tens, my number one match for Kurt Angle was The Undertaker, No Way Out, '06. One of my favorite matches probably ever. Uh, my favorite match by Shawn Michaels is also The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Both classics in different ways and different styles. Two of the best matches I think I've ever seen in my life. Like I said, different different ways and different styles. The No Way Out in '06 match between Kurt Angle and Undertaker is possibly one of the greatest championship World Heavyweight Championship matches in any case, any you know weight of the of the WWE. I don't care if it was the early 2000s or you know now with the World Heavyweight Championship. That title match sets itself apart as the greatest World Heavyweight Championship match I've ever seen. It was never like one had the upper hand. It was like this is possibly one of the greatest matches you've ever seen. And then Shawn and Undertaker not really fighting for a title, just fighting to end the streak in one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Like, and like I've said numerous times, probably one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. And to be honest, I can't pick with this one. This is a little bit different. I'm going with Shawn Michaels Undertaker, and I'll tell you why. Because we got a rematch. That's one. But two, the way Kurt and Undertaker ended, I still think Kurt should have pinned Undertaker clean, like in a way of it not being so controversial. And I get why they did it, but at the same time, it was like, nah. The WrestleMania match ended with a true indication, like, no, Taker won this. So yeah, the third category, signature move. For Kurt, it is the angle slam. And for Shawn Michaels, it is the sweet chin music. Oh yeah, Kurt Angle's angle slam is probably one of the most is probably I don't see people use it as much as they use the sweet chin. I can't even say really use sweet chin music because they really don't use sweet chin music like talking about it. They just do super kicks. It's not like a sweet chin music. But the angle slam is just as dominant as it was then as it is now. They're both used for setups, but the angle slam is a great signature move. It's just not better than the sweet chin music. Sorry, sweet chin music. Like, bro, I've seen too many iconic sweet chin musics in my life to have, you know, it not be the one. I'm sorry, like the Shelton Benjamin one, chef kiss. Like the Shelton Benjamin one is like chef kiss. Like good God Almighty. Yeah, and then prime year, my favorite year from them, 2002 Shawn Michaels. This is literally Shawn Michaels coming back to the WWE. He only had what like 3 4 matches in this year. The SummerSlam match for him and Triple H, Survivor Series, and I think he had the Armageddon match, the Three Stages of Hell, which is the last Three Stages of Hell match ever in WWE. So, yeah, won the World Heavyweight Championship too. Yeah, for Kurt Angle, my favorite year for Kurt Angle is 2006. This is the beginning of the wrestling machine. Kurt Angle was on Raw and ended up on SmackDown because I think Batista had to vacate the title. So he ended up on SmackDown winning a battle royal. Went on and had a match with Mark Henry at the Royal Rumble. That match against the Undertaker had no way out. And then he also had the triple threat match with Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. But you know what? This is my show. I'm gonna reverse that. I'm gonna reverse that. I'm gonna say 2000 is Kurt Angle's best year. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna say 2000. 2000 is Kurt Angle's best year. I had to think about that for a second. He was still a rookie, and if you hear him talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin about that, He didn't still know what the fuck he was doing in 2000. This man went on to, like I said earlier, beat The Rock to be the WWE champion, win a Armageddon Hell in a Cell match with the likes of Rikishi, Triple H, Stone Cold, Undertaker, and The Rock. He beat him, kept the belt, beat Undertaker at Survivor Series, won the King of the Ring because he got the title match. That's how he got the title match against The Rock because he won the King of the Ring in 2000. He he didn't he debuted Taz at the Royal Rumble. It's the reason why I'm laughing because I was like just thinking about that. Like, and he got up from the choke out. And he was like, "Wait a minute, choking me out? That's illegal. That means I'm still undefeated." Woo! That shit made me laugh. Yeah, because he was dead ass serious. Like, oh yeah, you wait a minute, he can't choke me out. That's illegal. That's an illegal move. He can't do that. That shit is fucking hilarious. This man won the Intercontinental Championship around this time. I think he won the European title. I think instead of the European title at this time, he won a man. He was a beast in 2000. Man, that shit was ridiculous. Um, Kurt was different, man. So yeah, Kurt's 2000. I would say versus Shawn Michaels 2002. And I know a lot of people would be like, "Well, Brandon, Shawn's had better years than that." But to me, 2002 was just different. It's just different. So yeah. Um, so who I'm going with? Kurt Angle 2000. A little bit more to work with. In a better situation. So yeah. All right. So it's 2-2. Both got 2-2. Mm. I love both of these men. They're literally in my top five of like wrestlers. My favorite wrestlers of all time. They both like in my top five. I love both of these men. You know, I could watch a Shawn match and be entertained. I could watch a Kurt Angle match and think I could do that shit. But because Kurt made it look so fucking effortlessly. To see how crazy his career was, and to see he became that dude like that, yo man, I fuck bro. Shawn is one of my favorite wrestlers of all fucking time. But Kurt was way more than just comedic chops and wrestling ability. That man had the total fucking package. And the fact that he had never been a wrestler like that and then became one of the greatest universal wrestlers of all time, I gotta give it to Kurt. I gotta give it to Kurt. My next wrestling debate, wrestler versus wrestler, will be the cerebral assassin, the king of kings, the game, Triple H, versus the phenom, the dead man, the one, the only, the Undertaker. Oh yeah. And when I get back to debating on music, the next debate for music will be One Republic versus Maroon 5. So get ready for that. Until next time, I am Brandon Janeau. This is the debate. Wrestler versus wrestler. Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. Kurt Angle gets it tonight. It's true. It's damn true. Till next time. Peace.